This is an illustration I did of Klavier Gavin from the game Apologistis Ace Attorney. I used gouache on watercolor paper, I think. Actually, it's mixed media paper. It's been a while, so I don't remember exactly the type of paper, but I think it's mixed media since it doesn't have that much texture. Usually the watercolor paper I have has more texture than this. I recorded this a while ago, I just haven't had the time to edit and do the voiceover recently, but here I am today. During this time, I was really into doing some Ace Attorney fan arts. I was listening to the soundtrack of the games while I painted. I did another one of the same character, but digitally, and I painted an illustration digitally of another character from the same franchise, Officer Jake Marshall. Then I said to myself I should do one traditionally, because that way I can practice my gouache painting. So I came up with this drawing. It's more convenient to just jump into Clip Studio Paint and do a fan art. And there's also the fact that if I do commissions, I do them digitally because it allows for easier changes and faster turnout. So even if it's a fan art, I know it's something that I can show future clients to show my skill and to show how a final piece would look. In that sense, I guess it's better to continue on digital art. However, I really want to do more of them traditionally. I don't know, there's just something different about it being a tangible object. So I want to keep going with my analog paintings, even though my freelance work is always on digital. For this particular illustration, I really tried going for a more painterly look. My previous character illustration was more rendered, and I tried to be more precise on that one. In this one, I tried going for more loose edges to give a more painterly look, so I let the background color merge with the subject to help with that effect. Although I did start the illustration by doing the local colors, I decided to be more loose with the application. I tried to be precise only with the main focus of the piece, which would be his face. And also his hands, since they are interacting with the face. I left the bottom of the piece even more painterly than the rest, since it's not really a focal point on the illustration. Still, I tried to give it a pleasing look in the way it kind of fades into the background color. I ended up changing the shape of his face a bit. When the character is wearing this look, he's supposed to be younger than in the main story. So I gave him a rounder face, like more cheeks and slightly bigger eyes to make him look younger. And then I worked more on the hair with opaque color. I really like how this piece turned out, and I would love to make more paintings in this way. More painterly, not worried about rendering it too much. Sometimes I feel like I render too much my works and it ends up looking too overworked. So I'm very proud of the fact that I managed to stop myself for this one. This is the look after I took a photo of it and put it to Clip Studio Paint. I just tweaked the levels there. Usually I also fix the background, like the white of the paper, but I think I will leave it natural. I'll just focus on taking a photo with better lighting from now on.